talking about this though, did make me think, or like kind of brought it to my attention, like why I will not ask for. That's not even right. I was gonna say why I won't like ask people to subscribe, ask people to follow on Twitch, YouTube, whatever. And that's not true. I'll ask right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching this on Twitch, you should follow me for more great content like me rambling nonsense for 30 minutes. But I'll never ask it for incentives. I'll never be like, hey, if you subscribe, I'll do this. Goals? Like follower goals, sub goals? Maybe. In fact, probably even. I'll hit that one with a strong probably. But incentives of like, if you specifically follow, you specifically will get this. I will never do that. Because it feels like you'd be following for that thing, not because you care about the content. Which might be true, might not be true. Let me be completely honest with you. I am still relatively new to this. The content's shit. I hope it gets better. I don't know if it will. I hope it will. I mean, I can already tell I'm better at talking than I used to be. But if I did something like in Warframe, like, oh, if you follow the channel, I'll, I'll carry you through a Profit Taker run or something like that. That's just the first thing that came to mind. I actually, like, besides the fact that I just said I won't be doing, like, incentives, I definitely wouldn't do that, because I doubt I can carry a Profit Taker run right now. But for, like, balloons, saying that you have to follow to join co-op lobbies, I'd never do something like that. Because then it'd be like, oh, you're not following because you thought that it was at least, worth your time to show up to the stream. You're only following because it got you into the lobby. That's why I just host open lobbies. If I'm playing balloons and doing co-op, as long as the lobby's not full, you can join it. And if it is full and you're like, darn, I wanted to join, boy, do I have news for you. You can join the next one as long as you're fast enough. And if there's enough people asking, then I will also like reserve spots. But yeah, I don't like giving like direct one-to-one incentives. So I definitely would, though, again, be willing to do sub goals. And I even have some in mind. For example, particularly the one that's at like the top of mind of like a sub goal that I would do is the Elden Ring DLC. I really am feeling indifferent about the Elden Ring DLC, I think is a good way to put it. Could do it. Could just never play it. It wouldn't, like, harm me to not ever play it. But if I would think about something like that. Like, oh, a sub goal to do a certain game, in this case the Elden Ring DLC, or a sub goal for something like that. But I would never be like, hey, if you follow, I'll help you beat this boss in the Elden Ring DLC. That to me just feels real weird. A lot of flashing lights in this next segment, even more than there usually are. Skip to the timestamp on screen if you want to avoid that. There's a level in Ultimate Chicken Horse, though, that you quickly learn not to play. And it's called Dance Party. And you don't play it because it's a real strain on your eyes. God, I hate that noise. But you stop playing it because it's a strain on your eyes. And this game is just that, or this level right here is that level, but worse because it moves way faster. This whole entire time, I've been like, why are some people in YouTube chat occasionally talking as if I'm not reading their message? And I had no clue what was going on. I'm like, I am reading every message that comes through. Whether or not I directly respond to it depends on whether it's really a respondable sentence. I just realized that my YouTube chat pop-out that I have docked into OBS has been using Top Chat instead of Live Chat. And Top Chat, its own message, its own description, Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. That potential is doing a lot of heavy lifting. I have been missing, again, nothing extremely important, but I just happened to click over to my actual YouTube chat right now and was like, wait a second. There are some messages missing between these two chats. What's going on? Now I know that for the future, since I'm a little sick. This isn't necessarily because I'm sick, but I am sick. I have also just coincidentally been watching a ton of Dr. Mike videos. I love those videos. Hearing Dr. Mike talk about, I could listen to that dude talk about medical facts for the rest of my life and be happy. But there was this video that he was watching, and like, debunking is the correct word, but I hate to use the word debunking. It was this video, someone was like, you can put a spoon in your mouth for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then put it in a little Ziploc bag, and let it sit out in the light for a while. They didn't even say how much time. I think they literally just said a while. And if it comes out clean, like if after that unspecified amount of time, the spoon is clean, that means you're healthy, you're all good. But if it's got dirty spots and stuff all over it, that means you're sick and you should go help. And I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, I think that, obviously Dr. Mike was talking about it, and he was like, this has no like medical basis. And I was thinking of it and I was like, no, but what he doesn't seem to understand is that it does have a little bit, just a tiny bit of medical basis. And that is that if you do this, if you put the spoon in your mouth, let it sit in the Ziploc bag under the light for a certain amount of time, it actually can tell you that no matter what the outcome is, you should see a psychiatrist.